Rarely do the cricketing ghosts of the past reappear with such startling clarity as they did during the 2023 Ashes. When Alex Carey stumped Jonny Bairstow at Lords, the world erupted in a debate over the spirit of cricket. Yet, for those who know the game's roots, it felt strangely familiar. That day at Lords, history had repeated itself, only having taken about 140 years to do so. So let's roll back. It was during the legendary 1882 test at the Oval, a young Aussie batsman by the name of Sammy Jones who had committed a fatal error of judgment. After completing a run, Jones made a cardinal error of assuming that the ball was dead. He wandered outside of his crease for a bit of gardening. However, the ball was now in the hands of W.G. Grace, and he didn't wait for Jones to return. With that competitive ruthlessness that defined his entire career, W.G. whipped off the bails and appealed. The umpire, obviously bound by the laws of the game, had no choice but to give him out. Unsurprisingly, a seething Aussie team claimed that Grace had violated the unwritten code of the gentleman's game. Australia's fiery fast bowler Fred Spofford, also called the Demon, famously stormed into the English dressing room and declared Grace's action as ungentlemanly. Imagine that. Now, using that anger as fuel, the Demon bowled with venom and tore through the English lineup, taking 7 for 44 in their defense of only 82, securing Australia their first ever Test match victory in England. That victory, incidentally, would later lead to the famous obituary of English cricket and hence the birth of the Ashes. So the entire rivalry was in many ways founded on a controversial, ungentlemanly run out. Now, fast forward 141 years to the second Ashes Test at Lords in 2023. Jonny Bairstow, as I discussed earlier, ducks under a bouncer and, like Sammy Jones before him, assumes that the ball is dead. He scratches his mark, wanders outside his crease to talk to Ben Stokes. But keeper Alex Carey had noticed a pattern. The moment the ball hit his gloves, he fired it back at the stumps. The bails flew. Bairstow was given out because he was outside the crease, and the spirit of cricket debate was resurrected again. Now, the similarities between 1882 and 2023 are uncanny. Neither batter was trying to steal a run, obviously. But two, both Grace and Carey recognized that the ball had not been officially declared dead by the umpire. And thirdly, there was a huge uproar against both these incidents. In 1882, the Australians were the ones calling the English cheats. In 2023, the roles were reversed, with the Lord's long room echoing with boos directed at the Aussie team. In both cases, the lesson for the batsman was very simple and it was the same. Although it took over a century for the point to be driven home again. The crease is your own league sanctuary. Leave it at your own peril.